temple garden, who owned the temple, who was a major player in the field of commerce in Calcutta. One day she was looking after a huge corporation. One day she came to the temple. Of course, it's her temple. She'll come and everybody will look after her and she can sit in front of the deity and worship and do the formal worship. And she came and Sri Ramakrishna was singing this song to the Mother Goddess. Look, anybody who heard this Ramakrishna sing, I told you he was no good in maths, but he was very good at singing. Anybody who heard him sing, the hair on your body will stand up to attention, because now you see spirituality flowing. Those words will raise you, whoever you are, whatever your background, whatever your caliber. He will give you your caliber. He will lift you up. So whenever he sung, the atmosphere would get charged up around him throughout his life. And he was singing lovely, because for him, the image is no longer an image, it's a real living deity. He was singing his heart out, and the Rani Rashmi was there. And while this was happening, Rani Rashmi had a lot of court cases, against her, and she was fighting various court issues and so on. And suddenly this Ramakrishna stopped, went to Rani Rashmi and smacked her. Gave her a real smack, a real whack one, really heavy one, without any hesitation. Now, she is the owner of the temple where he is working as a priest. And you go and hit your employer, smack her straight in the face without any hesitation. He said, here too you are thinking about that court case? Don't focus on Mother Goddess, whack you, smack you. He gave her a real smack. Now this Rani Rashmi was, up to the task. Ordinary employer would have said, kick him out. She said, he knew I was thinking about the case. How did he know about that? About the and he's right. She kept quiet. But the temple authority got worked up. This is just getting out of hand. He's going around smacking people. This is getting completely out of hand. He's definitely gone mad. We need to do some kind of medication. He needs medication or something, treatment. This guy is not normal anymore. He's all right, he's devoted to Mother Goddess and he sings and all that, but something has gone seriously wrong. We need to bring him back to normal. Now, how do people become normal in normal terms? You see, if it's a man, a young man, what do? You find him a partner. Make him normal. There's a story, this one Lohana guy. Somebody told, how he's able to control his children or youngsters? I said, how? He learns the trick. As soon as his son is 18 or 19, he gets a woman, a wife for him, and gets him married. And that boy will become his slave forever. Because now he's got his wife to look after, children already start popping up, and he towards guy says, Daddy, what should I do next? He will never do anything apart asking for. So this is how I control my boys. I get them married off early, and then they're under my control, because they got children, and wherever will they go? They sit at my feet and do this business, and they do it. See, Lohanas are good at this stuff. So this is how they control the children. So here the Ramakrishna is abnormal. How do we make him normal? Find him a girl, a gender. Then you see all this celibacy gone to his head, made him abnormal. Let him make sure that he loses celibacy. This is true story. So this Mathur Babu, because he was a worldly man, he was a very worldly man, a dandy. Even though he's married to this Rani Rashmi's daughter, he would visit the place of ill repute without any hesitation. In those days, people, rich people would visit the place of ill repute as if this is standard, entertainment. So he knew all the places of ill repute, this Mathur Babu. So he said, we know what. Put him in the carriage, this old man, this Ramakrishna, put him in the carriage. And this Hriday also came, support. He said, my mama has gone mad, let's sort him out. So they both climbed up, they took him. They took him to a place of ill repute, where it's kind of prostitution area. They took him there, and this Ramakrishna, like a young boy comes, a young man comes, yes, wonder looking everything. They took him, the name is recorded. And there was a courtesan, very famous in that time in Calcutta, very beautiful, and all the people would say, wow, this is the beauty. And her name is Lakshmi Bai. I checked it up. They said, okay, we sit downstairs, send this man, young man, he's about 25, send him to Lakshmi Bai, she'll sort him out. And they sent him to Lakshmi Bai, said, go in that room. And this boy said, yeah, let's go. Guileless, completely, even that age, guileless. He walked into the room, and Lakshmi was waiting for him, all kind of dressed up, all makeup on, ready to entertain the client. And she been told that Mathur Babu has sent this client, look after him well. And this Lakshmi is all ready. And this Ramakrishna walks in. This is an unusual story. He walks in, he sees the mother there. He says, ah, blissful mother. You are here too, mommy. And you see, the moment he sees, this was his state of mind. Imagine if we wish we could ever acquire this state of mind. If he saw any woman, a prostitute, for him, that was the image of the mother of the universe. He could not see any woman as a woman anymore, but the image of the divine mother. Every woman was the divine mother. So he looked at this kind of well made up divine mother, says, she's done proper job now. I must bow down to her. Oh, divine blissful mother, you are here too. And he went into deep meditation. You see, this guy at the snap of a finger could go into deepest of meditation. You see, he loses body consciousness, becomes still, and tremendous joy flows from within. This is called blissful meditation. Real hits you straight away. And that Lakshmi said, wow, what are these idiots trying to do to me? They're sending a holy man like this. And I will have, you see, being a courtesan, being a prostitute is no problem for her. This is routine, this business. But these guys are really putting her in the depth of hell by sending this holy man here. She became running down and said, who are you? What are you trying to do to me? Don't you see? This is you don't do that. And this Mathur Babu and this Radha said, okay, this man is difficult to kind of, he won't deviate. Take him home. It can wait. You see, it is nice to test. You see, whenever an issue arises and you test it and it passes the test, it gives you tremendous confidence. And this Mathur Babu and this Radha could see this person was not mad in any sense. He was living in an exalted state, spiritually enlightened, fully awakened. And they could see that this trying to test was kind of testing them and not testing this person at all. You see, many a times he would be taken to a theater, and all the actresses who were considered to be fallen women in those times. If you are an actress in the theater in Calcutta in that time, you were considered to be a fallen woman, like a prostitute. And they would come and they would touch his feet, and people said, don't touch their feet, they are impure people. And Sri Ramakrishna would go into meditation, oh mother, don't touch my feet, please. And they would touch, and they would feel blessed forever. He was dishing out spirituality without any consideration of who came near him. There was no restriction. This is the modern spiritual giant of India. Happy to spread spirituality in any direction. Whoever deserves got it. In fact, it is said, somebody has commented, that if you have shed tears for God in any of your past lives, is a very strong comment to pass. If you truly cried for God in any of your past lives, you will come to Ramakrishna, because it is your right to claim your inheritance. You will be attracted. When I meet people from other religions or people from no religion, there's a professor in California who reacts, says, "Look, I love Ramakrishna." I said, I know, my boy, you must have cried one day for God in one of your life, this life of prayers. That's why you're attracted. You see, look what he's asking for. The passport you require to the spiritual kingdom is just this tremendous love for God, which makes you shed tears in the name of God. If you shed one drop of tear in the name of God, you got your passport to spirituality. This is the affirmation of this modern proponent. So here is the story.